Probably you're aware, for example, of what happened in Romania with the cancellation of elections.
Yes, very much.
This is something that happened because the conservative movement was about to win the elections in Romania. And if it would have happened in Romania to win the conservatives, most likely also this year we could have seen it in many other European countries where we have elections. Now our partners, our conservative partners from other European countries, such as Poland, for example, we are very close to Peace, Law and Justice Party from Poland, also Italy, Madame Meloni and other conservative parties. Now they are asking themselves if what happened in Romania won't happen again in other European countries where conservatives will win
Germany?
or try to win. Or Germany, for example. Look what Thierry Breton said about they managed to cancel the elections in Romania and now they will do it in Germany. How did they manage to cancel the elections in Romania, I wonder? We wrote a letter to the European Commission asking exactly in which way they involved in this cancellation and what did they do to cancel it, since we know officially that the Constitutional Court in Romania decided. Did they write a letter to the 9 judges of the Constitutional Court, or how did they do it?
Well, it wasn't originally originated from the EU that Russia was influencing through TikTok, I believe. That's the statement that came out a few weeks ago, or leaked.
No, actually, no. It came from Romania. We had some 3 or 4 reports of the secret services in Romania, but the reports were very general, and they were saying something like Russia involves into elections in all over the world. They did it also in United States in the past, and now they are more active on TikTok, on X, on social networks, and we cannot explain the traffic on TikTok this conservative candidate had, and it surely was based upon Russia's influence. That was all. So this is what the reports are saying. Those reports were linked also to the press, and they were sent also to the European institutions, and then some of the socialists and the liberals in Romania, they try to complain here that Russia is trying to take over Romania through TikTok and to Facebook and through X. So everybody agreed upon this theory, and everybody except for the Commission of Venice, for example, which analyzed the facts and said that there are absolutely no evidence of this, which is correct. There are no evidence. So in the end, it was a coup d'etat.
What's next, though? I mean, the EU's involvement with it, or at least not direct involvement, but influence on these elections seems to weigh very heavy. And the biggest election coming up is AfD. Elon has been very vocal about this. I mean, he has put his weight almost fully behind it, as much as he did with Trump in a lot of ways.
He should come. In my opinion, he should come to Europe. He should go to Germany to validate his friends there, because normally people in Europe fear that we, the conservatives, don't have enough partners, that don't have friends across the ocean, that we are not respected by United States, for example. And we look upon United States. We want to have an ally, a powerful ally there. So if United States somehow validates, for example, through Elon Musk, a certain party in Europe, this would mean a lot for the voters of that party.
But the left will scream that it's...
They always scream.
No, I agree. And it's the height of hypocrisy. And actually, we talked about this a little bit with one of the other dignitaries here. But, you know, they will claim that it's interference.
Why? Is Elon Musk a member of the Senate, the Congress?
No. He's a businessman, and he does have interests in Germany, which makes sense for him to want to...
He's a public person. He's worldwide known. It's his right to come and to support whoever he wants in this world.
True, yes. Yeah, so. In some way, shape, or form. I mean, he does it more overtly than someone like Soros, who will do it subvertly and go through his open society and fund, protests and fund different things that'll disrupt the world in a lot of ways, and try and kill Twitter as well. Yeah. But, from a globalist perspective, Elon is a threat to the globalist agenda in many ways.
Well, they will attack him. They are already attacking him. Whatever he does, they are attacking him. Yeah. So at least let's give them a good reason to shout.
So do you think the physical presence is important for him to be here
yes,
versus the virtual appearance at AFT?
Yes, I think the physical presence is important also because not everybody uses X, Twitter, TikTok, not everybody. And if we talk, for example, about people who live not in the big cities, for example, in villages, or they are more connected to national media, such as newspapers, television, and Elon Musk's presence or somebody else important from United States presence in Europe would mean a lot.
Well, that's something to consider, especially when you look at,
We would like Elon Musk to be present also in Romania. We are expecting him to be there. We invited also for him for this conference, and unfortunately he couldn't come. But we would be more than happy to have him in May when we have the new elections taking place. Because it's important to show Romanians that America really cares about our democracy and about our freedom to vote. And his voice is a very strong one. So.
I think from an EU perspective, it's important to think of even, are there other voices as strong as his that are from Europe that could be that conservative voice here? Is there any business leaders that you're seeing rise up? We
signed a letter. Many MEPs in the European Parliament signed a letter to support him to win the Nobel Prize.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Are there other? I know he's the richest man in the world. I get it, but are there any others out there with that kind of influence, in your opinion?
Well, we have in Europe we have Giorgia Meloni, who is a very strong voice. Yeah. And I recall her winning in Italy after Madam Ursula went public and said, "Don't vote for Meloni," and people voted for her. So now Ursula has to respect her. She doesn't have a choice.
From your perspective, is she up? Could she lead this? Help to lead this next mega movement? Is she all in? Is she wanting to host? Yeah. These types of events?
I could imagine a far better Europe with her leading the European Commission instead of Madam Ursula von der Leyen. Yes.
When does she get out? When's the next elections for her?
Well, we just elected Madam Ursula last July, so 5 years. So
5 years.
Yeah, but it's her last mandate, so she won't be elected anymore.
Who's the next potential leader here?
Well, we hope Giorgia Meloni. It's my.
But I mean, from a, who are the top three from left and right?
Giorgia Meloni could be also Viktor Orban, the Hungarian prime minister. Yeah. Okay, some would say Pedro Sánchez from Spain. Okay, and I don't know who else. Maybe Macron wishes to be, but come on,
he's out.
Yeah, he's out. But many people would want to see themselves in this position.
Is that position as influential as it used to be? I feel like the EU in general has lost a lot of its respect, honestly. I mean, not the actual continent, but I'm talking about the Union, the actual Parliament here, because there's so much infighting, it feels like, or at least, these big sweeping deals that a lot of people don't seem to really support across the country or the world.
The person leading the commission is very influential. For example, let's take the case of Ursula von der Leyen. She drafted the portfolios for the new commissioners just like she wanted, so she can control everybody. She decides everything in the end. So things are done the way she says, the way she wants in the European Commission.
There's a dictatorship involved then.
It seems to be. It seems to be.
So the only way it would be the shift in leadership, and that's going to be a 5-year.
And to have a conservative leading the European Commission, that would be the next step, and it would make a huge difference.
Yeah, the next movement for her. From a global perspective, though, like you mentioned that you're building up alliances. Paraguay is a great alliance. There's some other conservative countries coming out of South America.
Well, we have a very good alliance with Poland. Oh, yes. We have a very good alliance with Italy. We have.
No, I mean like outside of the EU.
Outside of the EU.
Yeah.
Well, United States.
Of course. And how's Canada these days?
What can I say? I believe they're not so happy these days.
Well, they're going to go conservative pretty quick, I think.
Most likely.
Most likely. That's the next candidate. Yeah. But South America seems to be having this revelation or change and shift.
Well, We have Javier Milei's case,
yes.
who did a great job.
Amazing.
And he proved everybody that if you are taking the power, you can truly make a change, and he did it. Mm-hmm. He took his country from below the sea level, and he put it into a place where it's profitable, finally. So yes, he's a role model.
Mm-hmm. Bukele.
Yes. So there are many good conservatives, people, leaders in the world who can be examples for all of us.
Well, you mentioned earlier that, you know, a lot of people don't see the conservatives as having those types of alliances. I mean...
Yes, because generally globalists and Democrats, and they all seem to get along better than the conservatives. They found a way to work better than we did with each other. And they are the deep state in most countries. And the deep state was strong, and it still is strong. Mm-hmm. And many people went to jail, for example, because of the deep state involvement. Soros network, we cannot ignore that. We are talking about a lot of money and a lot of NGOs in every country possible. Yes. So they are doing somehow... They are more organized than we are. They are doing a better job only because they are so organized. Not because they have better values, because they don't. Not because they truly want to work for a better future, because they don't. They want, the world population to be shrinked, and to be, some people to be very rich and to live very well, while others to be very poor, and many of them to die in order for the planet to go greener, and that's all. So that's the big picture they have in mind. While we want children, we want our families to grow, we want to go to church and to be allowed to believe in our God, we want world peace, we don't want wars, we don't want to supply the war industry with trillions and trillions, and a different perspective, of the world.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
So, from your perspective as someone in the EU, in the next 5 years before the next major election comes, what do you conservatives need to do from now until then?
We need to find a real way to work together. We need to find a way to put aside all our fears and all our doubts, and even to forget certain things from the past. Because when it comes to realizing who's the biggest enemy in the picture, is the globalists, not the conservatives to each other. Mm-hmm. So maybe we would need a pacifier, somebody to come from outside Europe and to put us all together at the same table, the conservatives from each country, like a mega event, but it doesn't have to be mega. Maybe Elon Musk or somebody else, from the United States, who could come and who could say, okay, starting this point, this is point 0, we delete everything that was bad in the past, now we are here to build a better future together. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, it doesn't matter if we had maybe some misunderstandings. Now we have to find a real way to work, because if we don't do it now, maybe in 10 or 20 years there won't be nothing left to work for in Europe.
Great. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
It's a lot. It's kind of like you're living in a lion's den. So I admire you a lot. Congratulations.
Thank you.